Hello everyone, my name is Dean. Thanks for visiting the Paranormal Perimeter. I have been actively investigating the paranormal since 2007. I started out this journey when living in Sioux City, Iowa. It is there I began being actively involved in a group called Siouxland Paranormal Research Society, now known as Para 911 SCIA. In 2009, I moved to Omaha, Nebraska due to a job change. Upon moving to Omaha, I began an online type of paranormal investigative research page called the Paranormal Perimeter, a kind of online magazine of sorts. A new friend and I started a group called Paranormal Investigators of Nebraska in the same year of 2009. It is then we started to embark on travels to investigate reputable, supposed haunted locations. In 2015, our name changed from Paranormal Investigators of Nebraska to Eventide Paranormal Research. Our travels up to this point include local Nebraska areas, Iowa, Kansas, Missouri, South Dakota, and Indiana. Those travels continue to this day with bigger plans to broaden the travels and further document and report those findings. The audio collected on these reports displayed on this website is an old school approach. Old school meaning the use of simple yet effective digital voice recorders. Electronic voice phenomena, EVP, is the core of the captures, whether it be on the digital voice recorder or the video's audio. It is true the work that goes into this review process is hard work, but to me, it is the only way to gather that genuine evidence. When investigating an area, there is a method process I follow for the gathering of audio. There are 3 source locations for audio in this process: stationary, carry audio, and the video camera's audio source. Stationary is as it sounds. It is a recorder placed in a certain area location and actively recording. Carry audio is the audio recorder that is carried or attached to the person and or investigator and actively recording. Video camera audio is just that. It could be either carried or placed stationary. The larger the area property, the bigger the audio recorder net will have to be. The audio recorder net is the number of recorders an investigation has spread out. For an example, in a place as big as the Randolph County Infirmary in Indiana, you have a basement, main floor, second floor, then an attic. The levels of these floors is a substantial area. In this case, during a 10-hour investigation, we would have anywhere from 2 to 3 stationary recorders for each floor level. So in this case, there would be a total of anywhere from 8 to 10 total stationary recorders placed throughout the building's floors. If you have up to 4 investigators into the mix with their carry audio, that would be added to the number of audio recorders. So with 10 stationary audio recorders and 4 carry audio recorders, that would be a total of 14 audio recorders in the net. All of these audio recorders are started recording at the same time before being placed. All of the recorders would run continuous until the ending of the investigation. On review, that would mean 140 hours of audio would have to be reviewed. This does not include video footage that has to be studied also. So the bigger the area, the more review work that would have to be done. The recording continuously helps us track down the possible captures on audio. In a case scenario where we have captured in what appears to be a disembodied voice on one recorder at, for example, 5 hours and 38 minutes, we go back and listen to that timestamp on all of the other recorders to check for noise contamination, whether it be an investigator or another more logical and obvious noise source. So as you can tell, the capture of each EVP is a long investigation review process. Each recorder being out is also a good practice for catching something in a particular area that you would not normally have caught because of not having a voice recorder covering that area. On investigations, the use of other forms of equipment are also used. Those kinds of equipment are, but not limited to, motion sensors, electric and magnetic field meters, EMF meters, forms of audio players, and at times forms of spirit boxes and or word bank kinds of devices. The use of spirit boxes and or word bank kinds of devices are not necessarily used for investigation for posts as evidence on this website, but are used and being further researched. Some of the more interesting and intriguing sections of those sessions will sometimes be posted on some of the cases. Audio players are used for trigger audio sounds. These sounds are played during an investigation to hopefully get some kind of disembodied reaction from the possible presences that may be present on the location being investigated. Some of the sounds played on the audio players can be era specific to the era those possible spirits have lived in prior to passing away. The sounds can be era-specific music and era-specific sounds that may have been present then on that particular location, for example, horses, gunshots, trains, school bells, old news sound clips, and etc. and so forth. In closing of this introduction, I will say about this journey, to find the truth, the learning never stops, and there is a constant evolving of investigation procedures and techniques that go along with that learning. It has been a very interesting journey of discovery and possibilities since beginning this journey in 2007. I do this because I have never stopped yearning and striving to find the true blue truth. There is progress, little by little, and getting closer and closer to that truth through helping clients and the journeys to these great historical locations that we have visited. Thanks so much for visiting the Paranormal Perimeter website, and your support and interest in this journey and the documented findings posted. Thanks. Have a good day.